Welcome into the Food City Locker Room, presented by Garza Law. Don't adjust your sets. We've kicked Mark and Chris Brown. They're gone. It's just Jason and I, how it should be. In reality, Mark is spending some much deserved family time after doing Thursday and Friday night high school football all fall long, plus the locker room. He's celebrating some family time. And Chris is getting ready for a Halloween matchup with Boyd Buchanan for the Webb School, where he serves as the offensive coordinator. They bump up to Thursday night, which means Monday practice becomes Sunday practice. So Tennessee gets the win. Jason, 56-34, your overall thoughts?
You did what you had to do to win the football game. And in the flow of the football game, it called for Tennessee's offense to be really good. And you got man-to-man coverage on the outside from Kentucky. Tennessee always wants to run the football. And Kentucky just said, we're not going to let you run the football today. And Tennessee made the adjustment. Tennessee's wide receivers brought their A game, and you're able to just have explosive play after explosive play after explosive play. Defensively, it's not how you draw it up, but you got a turnover, you got a pick six, you forced a big-time fumble. It gave Tennessee's offense a great opportunity to score inside the red zone. You didn't have any problems on special teams, no critical errors. You didn't turn the football over, so you won the turnover margin. And, hey, man, it was a win where you won by multiple scores. It was not something I expected going into the football game, a high-scoring game, but Tennessee found a way to get it done. And, man, it was fun to watch it.
We're going to have Mike Matthews coming up in segments 2 and 3. And so for segment 1, we don't want to harp on the bad, but let's talk defense, because I don't want to talk defense with Mike. They were opportunistic. They've been opportunistic, you know, at different points in times with the scoops and scores and the pick sixes and all that. I've been saying when they flash as bright as the sun, but when they don't flash, it's like an eclipse. Like it's either boom or bust. Why?
It's feast or famine. It's boom or bust. And I think it's part of his personnel. I mean, anytime you lose, first round talent and Jamal McCoy, you have Ricky Gibson. That was the two best corners in the league this year. I mean, they were going to be, and so I think it impacts what you want to call defensively, how aggressive you want to be. The run defense in the front seven, I think that's kind of personnel, but if you are the coaches, you want to put the guys in better position. And it's tough because you can't necessarily control injuries. I think it's a big part of it, but it's not an excuse. They got to play better. You got to coach it better, and the guys got to perform. Effort should never be an issue. And on one of those long runs, it was. And so that's never acceptable, and hopefully that's addressed inside that locker room. But, yeah, man, they're either getting a turnover or, feels like, you're getting torched. But here's the thing. You know your recipe for success.
Yeah.
And you can bend, but don't break. Force field goals, make them kick the field goal, get 3. Offensively, it puts more pressure on the offense, but they can handle it. They have the personnel to go out there and put up a big points. But, yeah, defensively, man, just been struggling lately.
The weird thing is last night, most of the year, Tennessee's kind of been death. I call it death by paper cut. It's been like team gets third down conversion after third down conversion after third down conversion and then scores. They hadn't given up a lot of big plays. Then last night, all of a sudden, you start the game and you're getting off the field and you're forcing turnovers. But then you start giving up the big plays that you've not given up all year, taking poor angles, forcing the guy outside when you should have forced him inside, little things like that. I think we got to figure out the identity here of are we going to be death by paper cut or big play. You can't be doing both, because then after that it went back to death by paper cut there in the second half, where Kentucky, and especially even in that second quarter when Kentucky had that like 7 or 8 minute drive that milked it all the way down. Then Tennessee had the great minute and 47 seconds or whatever it was to go down and score right before the half.
Yeah, Kentucky had the 96-yard drive where special teams did a good job of pinning him inside the 5. And, it reminded me of what happened a couple weeks ago against Alabama when they had their 99-yard drive. And so, you never want that at all, because that puts a lot of pressure on your defense. You want to get off the football field on third down. I feel like Kentucky converted about 3 or 4 third downs and then a fourth down and went and scored. And then that put a lot of pressure on Tennessee's offense, because think about it, Kentucky deferred to the second half and was going to get the ball to start the second half.
That was a huge possession.
For Tennessee to be able to go down and score, I feel like that also knocked some wind out of Kentucky's sails a little bit, because they were feeling really good when Tennessee scored. the energy in that stadium, I felt like was affected, and then Tennessee came out in the second half and handled business.
Yeah, got the stop,
Yeah.
hit the big play to Mike Matthews, touchdown. All of a sudden it was 42-21, and people started walking out. They started leaving.
Well, Kentucky basketball started the night before, so they were not interested in sitting there watching that in the cold.
No, I think a big thing heading into this weekend against Oklahoma is the health of Colton Hood. He exited the game last night, did not go back in with something leg related. I won't say knee, but leg related. He's got to do whatever he can to get healthy before this game because you're going to need it. I mean, Oklahoma's, I would not call it a great offense by any stretch of the imagination, but Mateer is crafty. Obviously got a lot of praise before he got injured. It doesn't look like the same guy, but at the same time, I mean, Cutter Boley had barely done anything, and all of a sudden he looked like Joe Montana out there last night.
Yeah, Mateer is tough. He's tough as nails. He's one of the best runners at the quarterback position in this conference.
Yeah.
He had the hand injury that obviously affected him against Texas. Didn't play his best game. They lose the game. He's still working himself back from that hand injury. Watching him play a little bit against Ole Miss, they're still not smooth offensively. But if you are OU and you're coming into Tennessee and you see an opportunity to go up against a walk-on corner and a true freshman corner,
You look at your chops.
you're feeling good about that. So hopefully, Colton Hood is able to take this week in the training room, get as well as he possibly can because he's going to be needed for sure on
There
Saturday.
were two things going into the game against Kentucky that I thought were, I won't say locks, but I thought you could take them to the bank in a lot of ways, which was I thought Tennessee would get to the quarterback, and I thought Tennessee would be able to run the football. Now, Kentucky loaded up to try to do everything they could to stop the run. I was surprised this was 2 games in a row where Tennessee couldn't get there. They got there in the second half a little bit, but early on they could not sniff getting to the quarterback.
Well, I think you can look at the play calling and the personnel groupings and the formations that you see from Kentucky and Alabama. Kentucky, you saw tight ends lining up wide. You saw Cutter Boley in empty formation. That was telltale sign that they were going to get the ball out quick. And that's what they did to try to make sure that Kentucky's offensive line was not put in a bad spot, that the freshman or young quarterback wasn't put in a bad spot. So they got the ball out quick, man. And then when they had opportunities to push the ball down the field, they did. The one thing that I said going into the Kentucky game is same approach with Gunnar Stockton in Georgia. You can't let him win throwing the ball to the perimeter to his receivers. And we allowed them to have success without putting a lot of pressure on the young quarterback. But when there were pressure on him, man, he performed well, man. He has been improving week in and week out. And last night, man, that was his best game of the season.
No Arion Carter, and I know we're up against a break. No Arion Carter.
Yeah.
I thought Jaden Perlotti flashed last night. The more and more run he's gotten, the better he's getting.
Well, you've seen the athleticism. That flashes for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't teach speed, and he brings that to the linebacker room.
I love the youth there. They just got to continue to bring it up, see what happens. It's got to continue to get to the quarterback as we head into this game against John Mateer and Oklahoma this weekend. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have Tennessee wide receiver Mike Matthews. You're watching The Locker Room.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices.
Ted Russell Ford is East Tennessee's #1 volume Ford dealer.
At the super dealer, you choose how to conquer the road. Gas, diesel, hybrid, or all electric. Right now, get up to $10,000 off MSRP on select Ford F-150s. Come see the super dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent here in West Knoxville. I love to serve all of East Tennessee for all of your home, car, life, and business insurance. If you need anything insurance related, give us a call at 675-0888.
I'm Tennessee basketball player JP Estrella. Let me give you a tour here of the offices at Knoxville Smiles. Dr. Costa is placing implants with a robot, and it's all done digitally. There's no guessing with this since it's all robotic. Dr. Wilco is the newest addition to the office. He loves to research the latest and greatest in technology, so the other doctors go to him for the newest product information and techniques. Dr. Malone is building teeth in the mouth. To him, cosmetic bonding is more like artwork. He does this without cutting your teeth down. It's all about building them up. Guys, we still have a problem. Do y'all have a bigger chair?
super busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food, too.
Welcome back into the locker room, presented by Garza Law and Food City. Joined by Tennessee wide receiver Mike Matthews, who's getting us all prepped for dark mode this week as Tennessee goes dark mode for Oklahoma. Jason.
Man, you had a fantastic game. I thought you caught the ball well. Different catches, curl route at the deep ball, caught the ball on the perimeter, made some things happen. Did you light up? Did your eyes light up when you saw man-to-man out there? And was that something that you guys expected watching them on film this week?
Nah, we didn't expect a lot of man. We expect a lot of like zone coverage and them playing back and rallying to the ball after. But it so happened to play out like that, and we knew what we was doing. We knew the game plan. We just stuck to it.
It was pretty obvious, AP, Mike, that there's been some coverage rolled over to Brazzle. You know, safeties have been trying to get over there and stop the big play. That gives you and Staley some opportunities to get busy. Was that something you guys talked about last week during practice?
Not necessarily. We all really focus on just doing what we do at a high level and just letting the game flow by itself. So if we all just give every play with every effort, every mindset, being in the right spot, right place, then everything should play out right.
Mike, when you look at where you've grown from back to spring when you became one of the guys, right, until now, where's your game really started to go boom?
I would say just mentally, like, and just understand the speed of the game. You know, just coming from high school, it's not as like intense as it is now. But now that I'm starting to see like how people play, what coverages, what looks I might get in the game, I feel like just adjusting to that helps me be in a better position to be successful.
What's this offense doing so well to be able to make plays through the air? And then even when, you guys have, had the task with run blocking, you guys have been fantastic as receivers down the field blocking.
I would really just say our chemistry all together, we're all there for everybody, so we're happy just to win with each other. So whether it's passing or running and whatever it may be. And, our Coach Pope also harps on focusing on the run game and blocking, because that's it's another way to get explosive, and helping the run game might help open the pass game. So it just all works together.
What are you seeing from Joey? Because, he was on fire against Kentucky. He's been great all year long, especially the deep ball, man. It's been a pretty thing to watch. But just from your perspective, your point of view, what are you seeing from Joey that points to the success he's having?
Yeah. From Joey, I see a lot of humbleness. He doesn't really get lightheaded, or not lightheaded, but he doesn't really boost his head a lot. But he's always focused every day. He's the same guy in the building every single day. And he's always working, he's always watching film, he's always in the training room, he's everywhere. So just having somebody like that out in front is a good leader.
How cool is it to have Ethan Davis back out there? Got his first touchdown of the season, little cover two, seam up the middle. How cool is it to have him back out there?
It's great to have Ethan out there. We're from the same area, so I go back with him. So just seeing him score just made me feel good, man.
Get back to Joey. You talk about, he doesn't get too high or too low, but he's got a kind of a big smile personality to him, which I think is rare. Like normally when you get somebody that's really kind of unflappable, they're more kind of robotic. But Joey's kind of guy, man. You see him, he flashes a smile. He's got some personality to him. But you're right, like interceptions, touchdowns, he never seems to ride the wave. How hard is that as an athlete to not ride the wave of big plays, no big plays?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot of tough. Like for me, just coming from as a freshman last year, I feel like my composure was a big piece that I had to work on. And now that I'm seeing how much I've grown from it, a lot of plays are happening more. I'm more focused in game, and just really just locked in on my assignment.
What's different with you, night games versus early games? This week, it's home at night. Last week, the last 2 weeks, it's been night games on the road. How have you approached those different scenarios?
It's all very different, but I just try to treat every game like it's the same game. Regardless of the time, place, or what the weather is, I just try to focus on it. But definitely, I love night games, though. I will say that, just growing up playing football, you always play on night games or always be at night games. So it's kind of just great to be in the position to experience that.
Right before we get to break, you love night games, but you're a morning practice team.
Yeah.
How much do you enjoy that? Because, I mean, a lot of guys at first I think are skeptical, but then once they start doing it, it's like just a lot more zoned in the mornings than you are in the afternoons.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's an adjustment. You know, high school is totally different from what it is now, but I would say just, I mean, at least in the morning you get out the way, and then the rest of the day you can just focus on whatever else. But, I mean, I don't really think it's a difference, though. As long as you committed, it doesn't matter.
All right, he's committed to a big game, hopefully this week against Oklahoma. When we come back, he'll stay with us for the Food City Players Perspective. Doing it a little different this week. Not only will Jason interview him, so will I. We'll talk about it on the other side.
Here in Knoxville, fall is about community, comfort, and of course, football season. At Ted Russell Lincoln Knoxville, we believe your drive should be just as memorable. Step inside a new Lincoln and discover thoughtful design, quiet luxury, and technology that makes every trip effortless. And right now, finance the 2025 Lincoln Aviator at 0% APR for 48 months. From weekday drives to Saturday tailgates, Lincoln delivers luxury and comfort for every season. Come see us at Ted Russell Lincoln Knoxville.
I still have spots on my glasses, even with the most expensive cleaners.
Whoa, AquaClear can fix that.
If I don't squeegee this, I still see spots.
Are you tired of still seeing spots? AquaClear can fix that.
Faded laundry again?
AquaClear can fix that.
I was coming home and a lady hit me head on. It totaled my car, it fractured my right heel, and it bruised me up really badly. The Garza law firm, they were very compassionate, but yet they were very detailed. They didn't let me down. They never stopped fighting. It helped me regain confidence in law firms. I would definitely recommend the Garza law firm.
The Garza law firm. Let us help.
It's time for the Food City Players Perspective. We just saw Garza Law on there, and their motto is "Let us help." One guy that's been helping you out, Mike, is sitting right here beside us, Jason Swain. What's he meant as kind of a mentor, as a former Vol receiver, just to kind of pick his brain? I mean, as soon as you walked in, he's talking about this route and that route from last night. What's that meant to you?
It means a lot. You know, you always need somebody just critiquing you, just trying to help you be better and give you some knowledge, because he's played for a good time, so he knows a lot more than I do. So just having that with me keeps my mind right.
Jason?
Where do you see the biggest growth on the football field? I know you said mentally, right? But route-wise, maybe how you've handled, certain plays, where have you seen the biggest growth from Syracuse game up until right now versus Kentucky?
I would really say just learning the route tree. You know, once you learn after the first couple of games, you kind of get a feel for routes. So you kind of get to understand like what moves you should do versus certain leverages and stuff like that. So I really just say my route run in general, and especially my releases, coming off of that too. You know, last year I was kind of having a tough time giving releases off, but now that I've had some experience, it's been going better.
On the defensive pass interference in the end zone, the guy was draped over you. He had some words for you. You had some words back to him. Is that something you can share with us, that what you said to him?
Oh yeah. So he started talking crazy. Then I was like, bro, you was tackling me the whole time. Then he started getting mad. So I'm really more composed on the field. I don't really talk as much as I used to.
I don't think, do any of the three of you, I mean, Brazel's kind of low key. I mean, just like demeanor wise, and so is Braylon. I mean, Braylon just smiles at you. I mean, as he's scoring a touchdown.
We really just, we just compose. Of course, we're going to talk if we need to, but like, as we're going through the game, we just focus on what we got to do and just let it play out.
Y'all got some dance moves that y'all been working on when y'all score touchdowns. When did these dance moves come together? Is it something that y'all work on before practice, after practice, in the dorm room, at the apartment? When do y'all have time to choreograph a touchdown celebration?
It was really in the off season, like fall camp, because in those times you kind of got a lot of time to be with each other, and especially fall camp.
Yeah.
So it just happened. We tried new stuff like every week. So like if one little dance was like that, then I guess that's what we're going with.
We got Colton Hood coming up on Beyond the Orange in a couple of weeks, the show we taped last week. He has a different dance that he practices in the mirror before every game. And if he doesn't score, he scored twice defensively, which I think is pretty good, right?
It's great.
If he doesn't score, it just gets retired. Like no one ever sees it. Like he moves, like he doesn't carry it over, which I think's fantastic and unbelievable. Offensively, what you did a year ago versus what you're doing now, because they're moving you all around. Like a year ago, like Brew went to the same spot. He went left of the quarterback. That was his spot. Dante, same thing. Like they're moving you guys around. I mean, you're playing outside, you're playing inside. Same thing with even a guy like Brazel, who's super tall. How different is that? And how much are you enjoying it?
I would say it's definitely very different, but I enjoy it a lot because now I get to not only go against the same dude, but I can go against somebody who hasn't seen me yet. So now they don't know what to expect from me. So just having that, and it just makes us more like complex, just trying to guard us on defense. Like you got to figure out matchups, you got to figure out what's going to work. And I don't know, it's going to be tough regardless though.
How is Mike Matthews pregame? Are you someone that listens to music? Is it hardcore? Is it more laid back? And then right before you run through the tee, are you someone that likes to be up front, or are you someone that prefers to be in the back so that way you don't trip on anyone? How are you doing the pregame and then running through the tee?
Usually I just press shuffle and just go through and figure out what songs I like, and I just stick with it. And I'm really just laid back, kind of just warming up. And then once we start coming out of tee, I'm usually like towards the back though.
Okay.
I'm not really trying to be up front and center, but I like to come out in the back, and it's just like just be able to just see everything. See my team running out, the fans. Like it's just all just like a great moment.
Yeah.
When you look back at the end of last season, I know you didn't play as much as you'd like to have. Then Nico leaves in the spring. If you'd said, hey, we're going to do all this through the air with a quarterback that got here in the middle of May, what would your reaction have been?
I'd be like, man, I'll be so unsure. I'll be like, I don't know. It's just.
Was there a moment in fall camp where you knew Joey was like, okay?
I knew he was good just coming into it because I seen some of his film. But like the first couple of days of those throwing, I was like, okay. Like you can tell what somebody can throw when you start catching some passes from him. But like it was tough because him, Jake, and George all can throw good. So it's kind of like just figure out who's gonna win that battle. It was like, man, but it just turns out to be him.
What kind of you bring up George? He's got such a quiet confidence about him.
Yeah.
What is it that really sticks out about him as a guy who's an up and comer in the program?
Yeah. George, I feel like he handled himself very well. He's not really like, if you meet him, you wouldn't really think he's a freshman. He seems more experienced coming off, but like he's kind of just come here, been chill, sticking to his plan and doing what he does. So, I talk to George like all the time. So that's my boy.
What is it like to be able to play at a school and have your parents able to come to every single game? Sometimes you have guys, teammates in your team that the parents don't come to every single game, but you get a chance to have your parents there every single game. What's that like for you?
It's just a blessing. I know a lot of people, we got some people from like California, and that takes a lot just to fly all the way over and get all that set up. So I'm just blessed to have them at every game. And growing up, they've always been out on my games. So just to have them there kind of makes me feel at home again. Mom
and Dad are basketball athletes in college. How has that helped you in your development as an athlete, playing basketball, now playing football, and how competitive you are?
Yeah, I feel like it helped me a lot. Both of them kind of gave me that competitive edge and not going for nothing, kind of just playing basketball all the time and just learning the game, and then like footwork, ethics, like it's gonna take with it like hard work. You're gonna have to be in the gym all day, do this and that. And they also played, so like they knew what it was like. They knew like going through hardships and adversity in the game, but just keep on going. I feel like they really drive me to get that competitive edge I have. So,
Mike, thanks for coming out. We're going to wrap up this episode of The Locker Room right after this.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Hello, I'm Dr. Joel Ash, a Knoxville native and the owner of Ash Chiropractic and Wellness. We would like to help you on every step along your health journey, whether that's chiropractic care, soft tissue work, or diet and exercise help. I'm located in the Renaissance Plaza. You can give me a call at 865-671-1000.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
It's time for the Garza Law keys to the game, keys to victory against Oklahoma for you.
I think it's very important for explosive to continue to occur on offense. I mean,
well, Oklahoma let you though. I mean, will they play a lot more zone?
They're going to play man. I mean,
you think so?
Yeah, man. They're going to play some man. They played it last year down there in Norman. You don't want them to be able to play zone and put pressure on your quarterback with the front four. I think pass protection is going to be very, very key. So I'll even go back to the pass protection. That's number one because you're going up against the best pass rush probably in the SEC. Defensively, you got to force some field goals. They're going to move the ball. I think force some field goals, and then you got to win the turnover margin. I think if you win the turnover margin, you have a chance to win at home.
I just think it comes down to the offense. I think the defense right now kind of is what it is. Maybe they can get some stops. We'll see. I do think playing at home helps.
Yep.
I think playing in front of the home crowd helps. But I think the offense has got to produce. I think whether it's through the passing game, I think you need to be able to run the ball more effectively than you ran it against Kentucky.
Yep.
I think the offense has got to put up 35 plus to win this football game. And I don't think Oklahoma's great on offense. I just think Tennessee defense is struggling for whatever reason right now.
This will be the best defense Tennessee would have played all season long. So you got to play clean, got to make plays. This will be a big time win if Tennessee's able to do it.
He's Jason Swain. I'm Austin Price. We'll be back next week with another edition of The Locker Room.
The 156th edition of the Pride invites you all into the world of danger, mystery, and elegance. A world where tuxedos meet espionage, villains lurk in the shadows, and one man always has the perfect theme song. From gadgets to glamour, high-speed chases to secret rendezvous, this is not just a show, it's a mission.